Sees babies everywhere she goes, and she wants one of her own. She's waited long enough, she says, and still he can't decide. Pretty soon she'll have to choose, and it tears her up inside. She's scared, scared to run out of time. My folks are getting on, and I watch their bodies change. Ooh, I know they see the same in me, and it makes us both feel strange. Ooh, no matter how you tell yourself, it's what we all go through. Those lines are pretty hard to face when they're staring back at you. Scared to run out of time. When did the choices get so hard? With so much more at stake. Life gets mighty precious when there's less of it to waste. Just when I thought I had enough and all my tears were shed, no promise left unbroken, there were no painful words unsaid. You came along and showed me I could leave it all behind. I opened up my heart again, and then much to my surprise, I found love, babe, love in the nick of time. I found love, darling, love in the nick of time. I found love, love in the nick of time. Trying to keep our self-esteem up. In another younger day, I could dream the time away in the universe inside my room. And the world was really mine from June to September. And if it wasn't really so, I was lucky not to know, and I was lucky not to wonder why. Because the summertime is all that I remember. Summer fly was buzzing every night when I was young. In the gentle world my childlike senses knew. And the world was just my cousin, and the wind was just the tune in the voice my lonely moments listened to. And I look at me today and my dreams have gone away, and I am where I never thought I would be, seeing things I never thought I would see happen to me. And I lay awake at night when the darkness turns to light, hearing voices coming out my name, rolling over and again the same message to me, crying, who's your partner, who's your darling, who's your baby now, who wakes up at night to pull you in. But it don't matter, you'll just make her lonely anyhow, and I don't know why you even try to win. Crying, who's your partner, who's your darling, who's your baby now, who wakes up at night to pull you in. And it don't matter, you'll just make her lonely anyhow, I don't know why you even try to win. And it don't matter, you'll just make her lonely anyhow, I don't know why you even try to win.
All right. Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in to spend some time with us tonight. We have agreed that we're going to clap for ourselves just to keep our self-esteem up. And I bet if you clap loud enough, we'll hear you too, so that will help also. I want to take a moment and introduce you to these fine musicians who are sharing the stage with me tonight. We have quite a program planned for you, a big variety of music. So if something comes up that you don't really like, hang in there because we're going to change styles on you quite a bit. So hopefully you'll find something that you like. To my left, please help me welcome. I'm just going to say that like I always do and assume that you're wildly applauding for him at your homes while you're having snacks and who knows what else you're doing. This is my good friend Gerard Estella. And boy, was I happy when this gal said yes when I asked her. Back here behind me, my wonderful friend, Janelle Lauer. And I couldn't do a gig without the world's most adorable drummer. Even though I asked him to wear black and he didn't. Some performers would choose not to bring that up, but not me. However, he's still the reigning most adorable drummer, and my dear good friend, Kanz. And then over to my right, this is my musical partner in crime, the wonderful Julia Andrews. So we're so thrilled to be able to do an event in this beautiful venue, Opus Concert Cafe, definitely one of my very favorite venues to perform in when we are able to do that with a live audience. It's awesome. So I'm so happy that enough people wanted to make this happen that we're putting it out to the world on live stream. What can I say? We're all professional musicians and we're so happy to be able to make music together. We will give you the opportunity to make a donation so that these events can continue, and there'll be a slide that comes up with information about PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App if you feel so moved. It's truly pay what you can. I would love to have more people watch, pay if you can. We're so happy to be able to, in many ways, put a show out into the universe in a far bigger way than normal. So there are absolutely bonuses to the challenges we face, but also opportunities. So thanks so much for tuning in. This next song is actually written by a very famous Scottish folk singer named Dougie MacLean, and he wrote it when he was away from home. It's called Caledonia, which is actually a historic name for the area that is now known as Scotland. I discovered it through a wonderful Irish singer that I love named Dolores Keane. But to me, this song really is just about home and whatever that means to you. I don't know if you can see the changes that have come over me. In these past few days, I've been afraid that I might look away. I've been telling old stories, singing songs that made me think about where I've come from. That's the reason why I seem so far away today. Let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. And if I should become a stranger, oh, it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. I have moved and I've kept on moving through the points that I needed proving, lost the friends that I needed losing, found others on the way. I've kissed the fellers and left them crying, stolen dreams, yes, there's no denying. I've traveled hard, sometimes with conscience flying, somewhere in the wind. Let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. But if I should become a stranger, oh, it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. I'm sitting here before the fire, the empty room's a forest choir. The flames have died, don't get any higher. They've withered, now they're gone. I'm steady thinking my way is clear, and I know what I will do tomorrow. When the hands have shaken and the kisses flown, I will disappear. Let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. And if I should become a stranger, well, it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. All right, well, I can hear it all over the country. Even the people in Scotland like that one. All right, well, one of my very favorite genres to sing is music from the Great American Songbook. And this next tune is a Cole Porter tune, and actually the next tune after that is also a Cole Porter tune. There's going to be a little video in between, but so here we go with some Cole Porter. Miss Otis regrets she's unable to lunch today. Madam, Miss Otis regrets she's unable to lunch today. And she's sorry to be delayed, but last evening down in Lover's Lane she strayed. Madam, Miss Otis regrets she's unable to lunch today. When she woke up and found that her dream of love has gone, Madam, she ran to the man who had led her so far astray. And from under her velvet gown, she drew a gun and shot her lover down.
She should have seen it coming.
Madam, Miss Otis regrets she's unable to lunch today. When the mob came and got her and dragged her from the jail, Madam, they strung her up on the old willow across the way. And the moment before she died, she lifted up her lovely head and cried, Madam, Miss Otis regrets she's unable to lunch. Miss Otis regrets she's unable to lunch today. Just like we practiced it. Well, as you can imagine, this global pandemic that we're in made it a little bit difficult to rehearse for this show. We are all now spatially separated by a safety zone that I think I'm going to keep after the pandemic's over, because having a safety zone has felt darn good. But so we had to face this issue of how do we go about rehearsing. We don't have the technology quite yet to rehearse simultaneously via Zoom and other platforms like that. So we had to get really creative. And I thought I would share some actual footage of this group of people rehearsing together. So for me, time of the Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
I got you.
Can you hear me? Okay. I can't hear you very well. What's happening?
I can turn it up a little bit.
Okay. Okay, that's better. Thanks.
And just about done. Too fast?
Yeah, I can't get all the words in. You need to slow down.
Gerard said it's okay.
I picked the tempo.
Oh, that's true. Shut up, Gerard.
How was that? Did that sound good?
Let's take it one more time.
Okay, count me in.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's the wrong time and the wrong place. Though your face is charming, it's the wrong face. It's not his face, but such a charming face that it's all right with me. Oh, it's the wrong song in the wrong style. Though your smile is lovely, it's the wrong smile. It's not his smile, but it's such a lovely smile that it's all right with me. You'll never know just how happy I am we met. I'm so strangely attracted to you. You're someone I'm trying so hard to forget. Don't you want to forget someone too? Oh, it's the wrong game with the wrong chips. Though your lips are tempting, they're the wrong lips. They're not his lips, but they're such tempting lips that if one night you're free, oh baby, it's alright. It's alright, baby, it's alright with me. You'll never know just how happy I am we met. I'm so strangely attracted to you. There's someone I'm trying so hard to forget. Don't you want to forget someone too? Oh, it's the wrong game with the wrong chips. Though your lips are close to mine, they are the wrong lips. They are not his lips, but they're such tempting lips that it's some night you're free. Oh baby, it's alright. It's alright. Baby, it's alright with me. With me. Oh, we're just going to move around a little bit here. So feel free to move around a little bit at home if you'd like. If you'd like to switch to a different instrument, you can. I'm going to come over here and sit next to my dear friend, Julia Andrews, who's going to play this beautiful Steinway that we tucked in the corner. I'm not quite far enough away. Is that what you're telling me?
5.5. We can 6 inches.
All right. So we're going to do a couple tunes for you with just this beautiful Steinway.
This first song that I'm going to do was written by the same two people who wrote Somewhere Over the Rainbow, Harold Arlen and Yip Harburg. Now, we're not doing that song. That's a relief, isn't it? This song is so different, so very, very different from Somewhere Over the Rainbow. It's a little bit of advice for girls who are perhaps looking for a mate. If you want to know why I've a roving eye when another cute man passes there, I just want to try before I buy the bargains in husbands ready to wear. 'Cause a man isn't like an expensive sweater or department store dress on the rack. You can wrap him up and take him home and then see something better. Nobody, but nobody will take him back. So I'm shopping around, just looking. Where men are concerned, I'm just shopping around. A girl must compare men for wear and for tear before she buys. If she wants the best, well, she just has to test all kinds of merchandise. So while I'm still young, I'm testing. Don't want to get stung, no sir, not little me. There's no guarantee on a bridegroom to be, but if you want the best to be found, you gotta keep shopping, leisurely shopping, not buying, just shopping around. You don't buy the first pair of shoes from the clerk. You don't buy perfume till you spray it. You don't buy a clock till you're sure it will work. You don't buy a piano till you play it. A new vacuum cleaner can be a sensation, but ladies always get a free trial demonstration. So while there's a chance, I'm sampling. I'm taking romance in the smorgasbord way. From the last organ note, love is all table d'hote. And if you want the best to be found, you gotta keep shopping, leisurely shopping, not buying, just shopping around, shopping around, shopping around. Thank you. Words of advice. This is next tune is a Sammy Kanz song. Julia and I used to work a lot with my husband, Ron DeWitt, and I think I originally picked this song for us to do because it had this opportunity for a freaking amazing guitar solo.
Right.
And
Lower the bar, Lynn.
no, stop it. Anyway, it also was a chance for me to dip my toe a little bit into trying to sing something as soulfully as he could play, which was something I never succeeded at, but I sure had a good time trying. So Miss Julia and I are going to do it for you tonight. It's vaguely dirty, so just remember that I'm talking about my husband. Did you say I've got a lot to learn? Well, don't be thinking I'm trying not to learn. Since this is the perfect
spot to learn. Teach me tonight. Starting with the ABC of it, right down to the X, Y, and Z of it. Help me solve the mystery of it. Teach me tonight. The sky's a blackboard high above you. A shooting star goes by. We'll take that star and write I love you 1,000 times across the sky. One thing isn't very clear, my love. Should the teacher stand so near, my love? Graduation's almost here, my love. Teach me tonight. All right, sis. The sky's a blackboard high above you. A shooting star goes by. Oh, that's nice. I'll take that star and write I love you 1,000 times across the sky. One thing isn't very clear, my love. Should the teacher stand so near, my love? Graduation's almost here, my love. Teach me, oh, teach me. Come on to my house and teach me tonight. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Right. Thank you. It's nice when I give some of the musicians a break and then they feel beholden to applaud after I sing. You are getting paid. Oh, I wanted to share something else with you. So during the time of the pandemic, like everyone, I started spending a lot more time alone at my house. And I would have never predicted this hobby would take hold of me the way that it did. But I wanted to share it with you and made a little video about it. So for me, the time of the pandemic has been a chance for me to really look inward and tap into part of my own history that I wasn't really connected to before. I come from a long line of Rothrock farmers. I've got some very small tomatoes growing. These are meant to be this way, by the way. They're not, they're no mistake. They're meant to be tiny little tomatoes. It was just a little plant, and then it was as if it was connecting to the sun and saying, I am squash! I am squash! It's physical labor, I'm telling you. It's physical work. The work of the farmer. Man,
and it's hard work. And I feel like if we keep going this way, that next summer I'm gonna have to get a tractor. The bottom line is, if I were ever like left alone somewhere and I had to survive on my own, I could do it because I can grow things out of the dirt. Are they things I would enjoy eating? Not really, but I could.
You're not growing candy.
I'm not growing candy yet.
Goodbye, city life.
Green anchors, we are there.
I hope you were inspired by that film of me discovering a new hobby. This next song, a really, really great song, stands the test of time. And this song was written by Paul Simon in 1973. And we're going to sing it for you tonight. I certainly feel like it is just as timely. Many's the time I've been mistaken, and many times confused. Yes, and I've often felt forsaken, and certainly misused. But it's all right. It's all right. I'm just weary to my bones. Still, you don't expect to be bright and bon vivant, so far away from home, so far away from home. I don't know a soul who's not been battered. I don't have a friend who feels at ease. I don't know a dream that's not been shattered or driven to its knees. But it's all right. It's all right, for we lived so well, so long. And when I think of the road we're traveling on, I wonder what's gone wrong. I can't help but wonder what's gone wrong. And I dreamed I was dying. I dreamed that my soul rose unexpectedly, and looking back down on me, smiled reassuringly. And I dreamed I was flying, and high up above, my eyes could clearly see the Statue of Liberty sailing away to sea. And I dreamed I was flying. We come on a ship they call the Mayflower. We come on a ship that sailed the moon. We come in the age's most uncertain hour and sing an American tune. Oh, it's all you can't be forever blessed. And when I think of another working day, I'm just trying to get some rest. Oh, I'm trying to get some rest. Thank you. Picking up the pace here a little bit. This song was written by Nancy Griffith, who I think is fabulous. And I believe there's an artist that had a bit of a hit with it, Susie Boggess. Just looking at Gerard makes me feel smarter. Okay. Yes, okay, we know. Anyway, sorry. Hey, I think Greg should count it off.
Cut this off.
Don't want to be standing here with this ticket for this southbound plane, 'cause I've been here before and somehow this doesn't feel the same. Talk is cheap and we could talk all night long. We may never figure out just where your love went wrong. And I don't want to be standing here, and I don't want to be talking here, and I don't really care who's to blame. 'Cause if love won't fly on its own free will, it's gonna catch that outbound plane. The old folks say that love is not forever anymore, because young people walk away from love alone and pace the floor. Young or old, I say that love is still the same, and you can walk away from love, but you'll fall head to heel again. And I don't want to be standing here, and I don't want to be talking here, and I don't really care who's to blame. 'Cause if love won't fly on its own free will, it's gonna catch that outbound plane. Two lonely hearts in this airport, knowing neither cares where that other heart is going. If love won't fly on its own free will, it's gonna catch that outbound plane. That frown you're wearing's just your halo turned upside down. Where is the laughter we once shared back in the lost and found? These broken wings are gonna leave me here to stand my ground. And you can have that ticket to that lonely plane that's flying out now. Don't want to be standing here, and I don't want to be talking here, and I don't really care who's to blame. 'Cause if love won't fly on its own free will, it's gonna catch that outbound plane. Yes, if love won't fly on its own free will, it's gonna catch that outbound plane. Woo! So fun. Oh my goodness. Well, are you okay? Having a shaker injury back there?
Could we have ice for Janelle, please?
Well, speaking of Janelle, like I said, I wasn't kidding when I said I was so thrilled when she said yes when I asked her to join us on this event. Please welcome, I bet we'll hear the applause all over the country and maybe even those people in Scotland. Welcome, Janelle Lauer.
Thank you, Lynn.
We would hug, but we can't.
Sweet pea. We would hug, but we can't. That's right. All right, I'm going to leave my glasses on. No, I'm not.
You got this.
Flying
Dangerous.
without a net.
That's right. Here we go. You're broken down and tired of living life on this merry-go-round. And you can't fight the fighter, but I see it in you. So we're gonna walk it out and move mountains. We're gonna walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise like the day. I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up high like the waves. I'll rise up in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. The silence isn't quiet, and you feel like it's getting harder to breathe, and I know you feel like dying, but I promise you we'll take the world to its feet and move mountains. Take the world to its feet and move mountains. And I'll rise like the day. I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you. That we have each other, and for that we have each other. Oh, we will rise, we will rise, we will rise. Oh, we'll rise. I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up, rise unafraid, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And we'll rise up, rise unafraid, we'll rise up, in spite of the ache, we'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. Oh, oh, oh,
All right, man. Very cool. Well, one of the people who just is always at every single thing that I do, really my whole life, is my sweet mother, Ruth Rothrock, who normally likes to sort of stand at the door and greet people like the mother of the bride when I do anything. So I couldn't bear to do something without having her make an appearance. So here are a few words from Ruth Rothrock. So normally when I do a show, you're there almost at the door greeting people.
right?
Yes,
Like
yes.
the mother of the bride, kind of.
Yes.
Yes. And so, why do you like to do that?
I just like to see the people that come and visit with them, the ones that come to your show.
Mm-hmm.
You know what the favorite part of your show is to me?
What?
It's when you introduce me and I stand up and then I throw you a kiss and you throw one back.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. And one time you forgot it and made me feel bad.
Oh, no, Mom.
Yeah.
I'm
But
so sorry.
That's fun.
Okay, good. And then people always applaud for you too, don't they?
Yes.
That's kind of nice, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they have to know that it couldn't have been easy being my mother. Right?
Sometimes. Not most of the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes people ask me if I sing after I've been to your show. And I'll say, no, I don't sing, and I don't do any of the things that you can do. And anyway, sometimes we thought you were adopted because you were so different from us.
Right. Right. But I'm not, am I?
No.
Okay. What do you think he'd think about us now? You and me and Diane.
I think he'd probably be proud that we were getting along good and that we're all here together where we can see each other. And
Yeah.
you were gone for so many years at different places, so now
Right,
we're
right.
all here, and that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. What do you think about this pandemic and the state of the world right now?
It's scary.
Mhm.
I try to think about the things I'm thankful for more than all of the scary things, but I am thankful to be in my own home, have Diane with me, and you close by. So we're at a teacher conference, and I went. Your dad didn't go, but I did, and she said she had this paper
Abby.
that you had written, and she read it to me, and she said, Billy sat on a chair, Billy fell off his chair, Billy said OPISS. And when I told your dad that, he said, well, that's terrible. And I said, well, wait a minute. And then she said that she had Lynne read this story to her, and Lynne read, Billy sat on his chair, Billy fell off, Billy said, oops.
So there's a song I'm going to sing in the show that I don't think you've ever heard before, but I liked it because it talks about, the person singing is talking about her parents and the influence they had on her. And I wanted you to read the line that's highlighted. This is her talking about her mother. Read it out loud, please.
She taught me how to be strong and say goodbye, and that love is forever.
That's nice, isn't it?
Yes.
Look it's right back here. That's what we've always said about Dad, right?
Right.
So that song is one I'm going to sing in the show, and I liked it because of that lyric. What do you think about that?
I think that'll be pretty.
Oh, good.
I think I'll enjoy it.
Good.
I haven't seen my father in some time, but his face is always staring back at me. His heavy hands hang at the ends of my arms, and my colors change like the sea. But I don't worry much about time lost. I'm not gunning for the dreams I couldn't find, 'cause he taught me how to walk the best that I can on the road I've left behind. But most of all, he taught me to forgive, how to keep a cool head, how to love the one you're with. And when I'm far into the distance and the pushing comes to shove, to remember what comes back when you give away your love. Give away your love. When you give your love away, give away your love. I haven't heard my mother's voice in a while, but her words are always falling out my mouth. My mind and spirit are at odds sometimes, and they fight like the North and the South. But I still care enough to bear the weight of the heaviness to which my heart is tethered. She taught me how to be strong and say goodbye, and that love is forever. But most of all, she taught me how to fight, how to move across the line between the wrong and the right. And when I'm turned out in the darkness and the pushing comes to shove, to remember what comes back when you give away your love. Give away your love. When you give your love away, give away your love. Give your love away. Oh, give your love away. And remember what comes back to you. Give your love away. Oh, give your love away. And remember what comes back to you. I haven't seen my father in some time, though his face is always staring back at me. His heavy hands hang at the ends of my arms, and my colors change like the sea. That's so beautiful. All right, Janelle, you need to come up here and do a song
Do a
with
little
me.
something with you.
This is a Mose Allison tune. Also seems rather timely.
Yes. Are you kidding?
Let's see if you can make it sound kind of dirty. I don't believe the things I'm seeing. I've been wondering about some things I've heard. Everybody's crying mercy when they don't know the meaning of the word.
Bad enough situation. The sun
toe, touch and go. Give a cheer and get your own souvenir. Well, you know the people running round in circles, yeah, don't know what they're headed for. Everybody's crying peace on earth just as soon as we win this war.
Straight ahead, gotta knock 'em dead. So pack your kit and choose your own hypocrite. You don't have to go off Broadway to see something plain absurd. Now, everybody's crying mercy, but they don't know the meaning of the word. Oh no, they don't know the meaning of the word.
Janelle Lauer. Woo! All right. Wow. I told you we were going to do a lot of different styles.
That's a nice ballad.
Yeah. A heartfelt ballad, that one.
That's for Grandma.
Oh, Greg.
You have to know that we're having so much fun. Most of us have been in situations where if there's music being made, we're making it by ourselves. And it's so much more fun with other people, especially these other people who are also wonderful friends in addition to being great musicians. Let me get out of the way. I'd like to feature a video of Greg counting this one off.
I can only count to 4, though.
Okay.
Let's try this. Here.
Okay.
Well, she seemed all right by dawn's early light, though she looked a little worried and weak. She tried to pretend he wasn't drinking again, but Daddy left the proof on her cheek. I was only 8 years old that summer, and I always seemed to be in the way. So I took myself down to the fair in town on Independence Day. Well, word gets around in a small, small town. They said he was a dangerous man. But Mama was proud, she stood her ground. She knew she was on the losing end. Some folks whispered, some just talked. Everybody looked the other way. And when time ran out, there was no one about on Independence Day. Let freedom ring, let the white dove sing, let the whole world know that today is a day of reckoning. Let the she lit up the sky that 4th of July. By the time the firemen come, they just put out the flames, took down some names, and sent me to the county home. Well, I ain't saying it's right or it's wrong, but maybe it's the only way. Talk about your revolution. It's Independence Day. Let freedom ring. Let the white dove sing. Let the whole world know that today is a day of reckoning. Let the weak be strong. Let the right be wrong. Roll the stone away. Let the guilty pay. It's Independence Day. Roll the stone away. It's Independence Day.
Strike the applause for all of us on that.
That was the best counting ever. Was it?
Yes.
Man. Next time.
Pretty soon, Greg wants a whole show of just counting in songs. Okay, well, we have one more video for you, and this one's kind of special. I'm fortunate enough to work with a wonderful organization called the Great American Songbook Foundation. Oh, they got a little fanfare. And each summer we gather to do this wonderful program called the Songbook Academy, and this summer it was virtual, but it was still really fun. And one of my dear friends who's a colleague there named Melanie Shore, and I put together this little video to sort of share how difficult it is for us not to be able to be together during the time of the pandemic. And this became kind of our theme song. There's a few faces in here that you probably won't recognize, but some of you will if you're watching. People from the Songbook Academy are included. But this is Melanie Shore and I doing Duke Ellington's Don't Get Around Much Anymore, which is kind of true, at least for me. Also, at the end, you'll see the man who started the foundation, Michael Feinstein. So here's our video. Miss the Saturday dance. Heard they crowded the floor. Couldn't bear it without you. Don't get around much anymore. Thought I'd visit the club. Got as far as the door. They'd have asked me about you. Don't get around much anymore. Darling, I guess my mind's more at ease. Nevertheless, why stir up memories? Been invited on dates. Might have gone, but what for? It's awfully different without you. When I'm not playing Candy Crush, I take a book down from the shelf. And what with programs on the air, I keep pretty much to myself.
It's awfully different without you. They'd have asked me about you. Couldn't bear it without you. Don't get around much anymore.
How about that Mel Shore? Boy, she's a great player. Let's clap for her. She also recently sent me a cactus in the mail. So I love her very much, and I love all of those people. So that was really fun to make that video. I want to say a few words. First of all, this seems like a good time that you at home could once again applaud for these fabulous musicians who are also my dear friends. So I'm going to introduce them again so that you have another opportunity to clap. Mr. Gerard Estella, the fantastic Janelle Lauer, the very cute Greg Kanz, and the always wonderful Julia Andrews. I must also thank my friend Ed Carr, who is the boss of this house that we're in, and he makes all the projects I do with him absolutely delightful. So thank you, Ed. And thanks to all the people that are helping with the live stream. This was a favorite venue for my husband and I to play together. My husband, Ron DeWitt, who was a member of the Iowa Blues Hall of Fame and the Iowa Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, an amazing blues guitar player. If you haven't seen video of him, go to YouTube, wait till my show's over, but then go look him up because he was unbelievably amazing. And the first time I came to this space to do a show after he had died, I was very nervous about the whole thing, and just on my way out the door, I just spontaneously grabbed one of his guitar picks to take with me, and of course I had no pocket, so I put it in my bra, or my lady pocket, as I sometimes call it. So I got to the gig, and I took it out and set it on a music stand, and then during the show, I held it up and talked about him. Excuse me. And, well, just a short time after that, I was visiting with my friend who's a psychic medium, and she said to me, "Why is Ron showing me a yellow guitar pick?" And I said, "Well, maybe because I just took one of his guitar picks and held it up at the venue." And she said, "He really likes that you did that. He would like you to keep doing it, but he'd like you to use a blue guitar pick, and he'd like you to leave it in your bra the whole time." Truth. So always, always, there's a blue guitar pick right here, and there certainly is tonight. This next song, the first time I heard it was not too long after he had died, and I just wept through the whole thing. But somewhere in my head, I thought maybe someday I'll sing that, because it reminded me so much of him and our relationship. So I'm singing it tonight. It's wonderful how time does help, and you're able to do things. Again, this song is for Ron DeWitt, and I thank him for making this song come true for me. Oh, there's something about a man in black, makes you wanna buy a Cadillac, roll the top down and roll down to Jackson Town. I wanna be there on the stage with you. You and I could be the next Rage 2. We'll remember, make 'em want more, kick the footlights out. I wanna love like Johnny and June, rings of fire burning with you. I wanna walk the line till the end of time. I wanna love you that much, cash it all in, give it all up. And when you're gone, I wanna go to like Johnny and June. I wanna hold you, baby, right or wrong, build a world around the countryside. prayer follow you there. Down in history, I want to love like Johnny and June. Rings of fire burning with you. I want to walk the line till the end of time. I want to love you that much. Cash it all in, give it all up. And when you're gone, I want to go to like Johnny and June. Like Johnny and June. More than life itself, no one else. This endless promise, they don't make love like that anymore. Is that too much to be asking for? I want to love like Johnny and June. Rings of fire burning with you. I want to walk the line until the end of time. I want to love you that much. Cash it all in, give it all up. And when you're gone, I want to go to like Johnny and June. Like Johnny and June. And when we're gone, there'll be no tears to cry. Only memories of our lives they'll remember a love like ours. Yes. All right, man. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We're going to do one more for you. This has been really fun. I hope you've had fun too, because we'll probably want to do it again. That's what happens when you discover that something's really fun. You want to keep doing it. Well, I woke up this morning, stumbled out of my rack. I opened up the paper to the page in the back. It only took a minute for my fingers to find your daily dose of destiny under my sign. My eyes just about popped out of my head. It said the stars are stacked against you, girl. Get back in bed. But I feel lucky. I feel lucky, yeah. No Professor Doom gonna stand in my way. I feel lucky today. Well, I strolled down to the corner, gave my numbers to the clerk. Pot's 11 million, so I called in sick to work. I bought a pack of Camels, a burrito, and a Barks. Crossed against the line, made a beeline for the park. The sky began to thunder, wind began to moan. I heard a voice above me saying, girl, you better get back home. But I feel lucky. Oh, 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 I feel lucky, yeah. No tropical depression gonna steal my sun away. I feel lucky today. I'm sitting at the bar. I bought the house a double and the waitress a new car. Greg Kanz is in the corner playing on his drums. Julia Andrews right beside him having so much fun. The moral of the story is simple but it's true. Hey, the stars might lie but the numbers never do. I feel lucky. Oh, 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 I feel lucky, yeah. Hey, Gerard. Hey, Ed, boys, we're gonna get it right. Hot dog, I feel lucky tonight. I feel lucky. I feel lucky, yeah. I think
I'll flip a coin